my dears, and welcome back to my corner of the internet. I'm Shannon, and today I've got a tag video to share with you guys. I was tagged by my dear friend Dawn over at the channel Dawn's Life Over 40. I'll be sure to link it down below, to do the tried and true tag of products that for me have withstood the test of time. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to share with you the products that I love, have never let me down, I've loved for years, have repurchased many times, and let's jump right into it. Now, the first thing I want to share with you guys is a nail polish top coat. This is one I can remember using ages and ages ago, but then I only recently got back into using because I tried a ton of different ones trying to find the perfect one, not realizing all along that I had started with one of the best ones in my opinion. And this is the Sally Hansen Insta Dry Top Coat. And I'm here to tell you I have tried every top coat under the sun, and this, in my opinion, is the best. It dries in a flash. It's inexpensive. You can get it at Walmart or your drugstore for, I'd say, anywhere between $5 and $10. And it doesn't lie. It's instant drying, and I go through so many of these. I'd say every month I'm going through 1 to 2 bottles. Next up, if you've been around my channel for any length of time, you probably know that I don't really use foundation. Instead, I use BB creams. I've got 2 favorites. My current favorite is the Physicians Formula Organic Wear BB Cream. But my other favorite, I have been through so many tubes of this, and this is the L'Oreal Magic Skin Beautifier BB Cream. It comes out of the tube green, and then it goes on your face and adjusts to your skin tone, and I absolutely love this one. Sometimes I find, like in the winter, I find it's a little too orange for me, but I've got it on today and I don't find it too bad. And in the summer, it's perfect. So this, I've been through so many of these. I got my mom into this one. My mom has now gotten a ton of her friends into it. Everybody just loves it. Next up, speaking of L'Oreal, I have to mention the L'Oreal Infallible Eyeshadow Pots. I have this one here in the Amber Rush shade. It's so good. I don't really buy a ton of single eyeshadows anymore because I've got a bunch of palettes now and I try to use them up instead, but these infallible shadows, every time I eyeshadow declutter, these never go anywhere. And if you haven't tried these, you have to. The Amber Rush one is my all-time favorite. It is so gorgeous. Like, look at that. It performs like a high-end eyeshadow. 100%. Just watch it here. You can see there. It's just so gorgeous. They have a ton of different shades. I love them all. And I can't get enough. Keeping with cosmetics, this is my all-time favorite highlighter. This is my second one, and I've already hit pan on it. And this is by the Balm Cosmetics, and this is the Mary Luminizer. To me, this is the absolute, just perfect highlighter. It's beautiful, it lasts all day, and I don't know what it is. This was the first ever sort of higher end highlighter I ever bought, and I was blown away. And no matter how many I try since then, I keep going back to this one as my favorite. Next up, I've got the Burt's Bees Beeswax Lip Balm. I use this every day. It's so dry here, especially in the winter time, that you need something good for your lips. And I've gone through so many of these every winter for probably the last 15, 16, maybe even 17 years. I absolutely love it. It's got vitamin E. It smells like peppermint. It's just so nice and cooling and soothing, and I love it. Also for lips are my all-time favorite drugstore lipsticks. No matter how many different lines come out from how many different brands, I always go back to these. And I think that might have something to do with the fact that I can remember my grandmother using these. In fact, I have one of the ones that I can remember my grandmother using. And these are the Revlon Super Lustrous Lipsticks First of all, this iconic packaging, the black and gold, they're recognizable anywhere, and I absolutely love them. I remember reading not too long ago that Revlon was founded in the 30s, I think 1933, and they added this lipstick to their line in 1940. So there's just so much history there, and I think that's so cool. There's so many iconic shades. One that I love, that my grandmother used to always love, is called Pink in the Afternoon. It's this perfect pink. Unfortunately, it doesn't look good on me. My lips are too naturally pigmented that it looks just patchy and splotchy. So I passed mine on to my sister. It looks beautiful on her. My grandmother loved that one. I can also remember my grandmother using this one here, Rich Girl Red. So beautiful. And then two of my personal favorites are the one I'm wearing right now. This is Wine with Everything. And then I also love their Certainly Red, it's called. And it's just so beautiful. I love a good red lip. I recently saw that they put out a new shade called Bombshell Red in the super lustrous packaging, and I really want to get it, but I'm trying to use up some. I have so many red lipsticks, so I'm trying to use some of those up before I start bringing any more into the fold. Now, one of the other products I love, I can remember my mom using when I was a little girl, and then I went on to use as well. I don't have a bottle here to show you, but it's the Aussie 3-Minute Miracle. I love that. I remember, like, back in the 80s, my mom using it and using it on my hair, because my hair is a bit of a situation sometimes. It's very thick. It's very frizzy. It wants to be very frizzy. And so it takes a lot of like work to sort of tame it down enough that it's not completely insane. And it's super long. And the 3-Minute Miracle just does some really good stuff for my hair. Another thing I've been loving a lot lately over the past few years, my husband loves it too, like my whole family, we're all about this. And this is from the brand O'Keeffe's, and it's their Working Hands cream. This stuff's amazing. I get them at Mark's Work Warehouse, and they're just so good. They are good if your hands are so dry, just painful from the cold weather. This is perfect. It cures them. I don't know how. They also have another one that's sort of like a salve balm in a round tub, and that's the Working Feet one, and you can put it on in any dry patches on your feet. It just takes care of it. I can't say enough good stuff about this. I think Walmart has it too. I'm not sure, but definitely Mark's Work Warehouse has them. And finally, the kind of hidden gem that I always reach for is just simple aloe vera gel. I use this so much. First of all, in the summertime, if you're out, of course, in the heat all day, you can come inside and put this on, and it feels so cooling, so nice. And then, of course, if you got a little too much sun and you got a bit of a burn, it really helps with that as well. Plus, I always find it so funny how in the summertime, you'll go and with the sunscreen, they'll have like fancy bottles of aloe vera for like $10, $15, $20. When the reality is you can get this huge thing for like $3. You don't need fancy aloe in the summertime. So this, I love this for so many different things. If the skin on my face is a little drier than normal, I'll put a little bit on there and just rub it right in. I'll put it through my hair sometimes to get a bit of shine. There are just so many things you can do with aloe. It's just so good, so nourishing, and I mean, you can, pretty much anything you can think of, you can use this in place of another product. So it's great for, so good for dry skin. And I find it makes my hair so nice. You don't want to put too much in though. That could take it from real nice to real greasy, but just a little bit and it is perfect. So there you have it, you guys. Thanks again, Dawn, for tagging me. Please go and check out her channel. She is absolutely delightful. You will love her. She is the sweetest, most soft-spoken, gentle woman, and I'm just so happy to know her. As for who I'm going to tag, let me think. As for me, I tag Shannon Coral Amy Romo, and Keeping It Simple with Bridget. Of course, if you're watching this and you want to do the tag, I would love to hear your answers. So thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.